In the earlier years, like the Yuds and the Chovs, the guests that used to come for Tishrei from Eretz Yisrael would keep one day Yontif. That means that Simchas Torah to them was really not Yontif, but Shmini Atzeres was their Simchas Torah. And the Rebbe knew about it, because we know that the Rebbe would send on Simchas Torah sometimes some of the older people, the older Chassidim that stood behind the Rebbe's bime to get an aliyah. But he wouldn't send Eretz Yisrael Dike because to them it's not Yontif. And we know that the Rebbe knew about it. So I remember Simchas Torah Tovshin Chof Aleph, which was the first year when they had a charter from Eretz Yisrael, and a lot of people came. So I remember them having hakofes upstairs. Shmini Atzeres, when downstairs was the Rebbe's minyan. Upstairs they had their own minyan, all that Yisrael Dike, and they had hakofes afterwards, because by them it's Simchas Torah. And after hakofes, they sat down to Fabreing, and they said L'chaim, as if darf zu sein, because to them it was Simchas Torah. That night was the Fabrengen. It was the night of Simchas Torah, which was the Fabrengen before hakofes. So I remember by the Fabrengen, the Rebbe, middle of Fabrengen, asked, where is Isaac Karasik? Isaac Karasik is one of the organizers of the charter. So the Rebbe wanted him to say L'chaim. So the Rebbe said, Isaac Karasik sung L'chaim. He wasn't there. Why wasn't he there? Because he was there Fabrengen during the day, and they said L'chaim, so I guess he wasn't able to come to the Fabrengen. But Hayez, the Rebbe, asked for him. So somebody must have run to where he was staying to bring him. So I remember after a while he came. I remember they pushed him in right across the Rebbe. The Rebbe sat up front on the bima, and then on the bottom on the floor were all the tables, the long tables. So they pushed him in by the end of the tables that the Rebbe could see him. It was far, but the Rebbe could see him. So when the Rebbe saw him, the Rebbe out loud across the room screamed to him, "Chen gemach kiddush?" So he answered, "Havdolah," because by him it was already after Yontif. So the Rebbe said like this, "Bifarhesya?" Which he meant, the din is that even when Eretz Yisrael keeps one day in Chutz Loretz, which means he's allowed to do melacha on the second day Yontif, but not bifarhesya, not in public. So the Rebbe said to him, when he said in public that he made Avdollah, so the Rebbe said bifarhesya, and then he said L'chaim, and the Rebbe answered him L'chaim.